And right after I posted up today, you know what I'm saying, at Purple Fitness, and I was talking about police state, and then my next video dropped about techno sorcery. You know what I'm saying? I go on. I watch Joe Rogan, and you know they debating about God and shit. Yeah, like I know you listen to these podcasts because I could tell what people talk about when. I got people talking about things they don't typically talk about. Uh, Anyways, it's Dracolian brother on there. Dude sitting the crossroad. Now, like when I say shit like that, now you know what I'm saying. They gotta do so. They gotta air something ridiculous, like somebody in a dragon outfit or something like that. To try to cover up my words and shit. I didn't mean to cuss because I'm gonna read some Bible verses. Um, because I think they're important. Now, they don't really jive with the Bible. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? Um, Peace and respect to that. I could kind of understand why, because I could see, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start with Revelations chapter 13, uh, verse 4. Um, And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. All right. um, and he opened his mouth and blasphemed against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. All right. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Um, so listen, another word for serpent. Serpent means dragon. Okay. Not every mankind, not every individual that looks like you or me, that's like biped or human being, is actually human being. There's also serpents here. Okay. And you know um and it says, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? This is, quantifying, you know what I'm saying, what I believe to be AI or technology. You know what I'm saying? And they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast. These serpents are technologically advanced. All right, they have an AI system that can regulate pretty much everything. It can run the entire world. They already got it. They're engineer. They know how to engineer things. They know how to build things. They think, you know, it's pretty much comparable to having like two human brains that work versus us utilizing part of our own brain. That's just the truth. That's just how it is. Serpents are smart. All right, they got knowledge. All right, so they have an AI super computer system that could run this entire Earth. It's like that. They got it on lock like that, and they are able to give uh, power unto the beast. All right, what type of power would this be? Access networking, and also some type of energy source. They have the capacity to do that. UFOs, chariots, things of this nature. You know, they don't need a lot of our technology. Um, they have better technology. All right, they've been done had it. All right. Um, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him 40 and 2 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. All right. These are your people of the earth, or seemingly people that are actually serpents. You know what I'm saying? That look like you or I, that, pertain to knowledge rather than pertain to the Most High God. And, they know who God is. They just feel that they can operate things in their own way. And that's what they want to do. So I will tell you this ahead of time. Any man, TV host, radio personality, podcaster, so on and so forth, that goes on script, you know what I'm saying, goes on their platform to debate the existence of God or anything surrounding God in which they don't believe in, are talking or debating about the existence of something that they believe exists, that they choose not to believe. So you have an active liar, if that makes sense. In order to not believe in God, you will have to know that God exists. Therefore, you believe that there is God. And you choose to not believe he exists because you know he's telling the truth also. So you choose to live a lie. That's what you're saying, all in that. If you say that, I don't believe in God, you're saying, I believe God exists. I just choose not to believe in him. If you say, I don't believe there is a God, then it's an interesting thing that those individuals who say these things often debate about God's existence. All right. Where's the substance coming from in which they would debate about something non-existent? So even steep down to the basis of the knowledge of this earth, which pertains to the serpent, serpents do know that God exists. They have chosen to go their own way, contrary to the Most High, because that's what they want to do. And God gives free will. They're free to do that. Any circumstance in which they engage in any conversation pertaining to God on their own free will, especially utilizing any platform, doesn't make sense if they truly don't believe in God. That wouldn't be a subject that they would ever talk about. All right, so the proof is in the pudding. You see? Let me get this Bible verse over here. Give me a second. This is, I think I found a page that might be missing in my Bible. Anyways, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. All right. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. All right. The reason why they can't come to the truth is because they know what they're doing is wrong. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be held accountable. Therefore, they're forever learning, and what that means is they're forever readjusting their shady business so that they could be more sneaky and not get caught. This is as going upon your belly, as a snake among the tall grass. You know what I'm saying? Grimy, gutter. You know what I'm saying? And so that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the knowledge of this earth. Having the form of godliness, meaning they look like Me or you, they look like men or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? They're dragons, they're serpents, there's other spirits, there's frog spirits, and not all of them, deal with the most high God, deal with my God, which their prerogative is their prerogative. If they have chose their course or way in which they want to go pertaining to science and knowledge and they want to do things more the DIY way, you know what I'm saying? Do it yourself. Um so that's what garners knowledge. But, in essence, there are martyrs that are needed for the testing of medicine, so on and so forth. And given the fact that people are called sheep, then that if you're just a typical citizen or of the common public, you know, shit ain't free. Nobody's giving you nothing for free, especially take for any medicinal purposes. They're always gonna want your blood. I mean, that would be naturally after they took your time and your family. You know what I'm saying? Having you work, these crazy hours just to put food on the table and shit. Utilizing your body for adult practices while controlling the resources of society, of which females would be considered a resource of society because things are locked in pretty tight. So their situations are fucked up, and females that get drafted, you know what I'm saying, at an early age, when they run out of mileage, then after they diamond, you know what I'm saying, gets destroyed, then it has psychological effects. Then they get bitter and shit like that. And a lot of these ladies turn to old hags, and they fucking want like, I'm sorry, I'm venting this shit. Then they want like these young chicks, you know what I'm saying, that be looking like a fucking Reese's peanut butter cup, man. It looked like they came off fucking Dragon Ball Z. The shit have you sweating. The shit is crazy, man. Some of the shit at the fucking gym, man. Let me tell you something. It is crazy. Dude, this one lady gets on the treadmill, and I gotta tell you, she makes you want to say the Pledge of Allegiance. You know what I'm saying? Like these are commodities and resources, and generally, in high school, when you see young ladies, they typically carry themselves in a manner in which there is some type of bubble, bounce, or joy found within their spirit. But everything has become so mundane and serious. Why must I feel like the Joker? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so serious. It's like the spirit of life has gone out of this place, and now all people can do is fuck and sniffle with their allergies. You know what I'm saying? The life of the party ain't even there. You just going through the motions. People making love is like slapping two plastic lids together. It's just, you know what I'm saying? The conversations have melted away out of relationships, and now couples just sit across from each other and just stare into each other's eyes and pester with their coffee and their handheld devices and act like they don't have better places that they wish they were, just to make shit look presentable. I'm sorry I rant, but the image fell in the Garden of Eden, and you got the image of man, and man without the spirit of life, um, is a beast. The spirit of pride, is that of the dragon or Leviathan. That's like the dragon of the deep. Their ways are unmovable, but you know what I'm saying. You know, to each individual each day. All the slander, all the backbiting, all the situations pertaining to religion, the controversy over these drops I make, man. Listen, um, since when is so-called religion or my spirituality or me giving updates on just what I see in society have to do with anything? And now there's so much controversy around Saint No One, and it's like no one really even fucking listens. I only get 20 views. You know my internet's different. I must be breaking the internet. You know what I'm saying? Cause this spirit of light come out of my lungs, and then I see it come out of you individuals when I turn on YouTube the exact topics that I've been talking about. And this little charade and walk around, and I know people can hear me while I'm trapped here in this house without rights, nigga. And women are a commodity and a resource that when they get drafted early, they get ran for mileage. And when they run out of miles in between their legs, yo, then they get worked and pimped out a little more for some favors and some deals. And when that shit's blasted out, it fucks up their psychology and they get bitter and become old hags and go after these young ladies to be sugar mamas. And they start doing witchcraft and paganry and all sorts of shit and teaching the younger generations, and their men get a little bit dumber, and she's cooking pasta for this fucker sitting in a kitchen with a trucker cap on. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying about this shit? Having the image of godliness, right? Having the form of godliness but denying the spirit thereof would make you a beast. A physical man is not a spiritual man. You could be a physical man with a different spirit. I'm out here in a wilderness aligned on both sides. I keep it real. Niggas have the audacity to question my truth. And it aligns with the things of Christ. Well, you know for a fact that I'm honest. Niggas got a lot of things to hide when you speak the truth, and they ask a lot of questions, scratching the back of their neck like, ooh, this nigga got me by the fucking throat. It don't matter your race. People walk around here like they shit don't stink and they perfect. People bark real loud, then they get real nervous. Shit ain't never what it look like, is it? So when it is, it's automatically camouflage. And people are minding your business while 85% probably has increased in America since the 90s is schizophrenic and self-conscious. What bad things can they say about me that they can't about themselves? Because that's a lot of knowledge I don't have. Eve, peace and blessings be with you all, man. Straight out the scripture, things that apply to today that you could walk outside and see. Revelations is all the time. Things are constantly being revealed. Don't wait for revelations. Revelations is. These things happen all the time. It's the end of an age if it's the end of anything. I ain't talking about no end of the world. You understand? These things that I pull straight out of scripture, you could see when I explain them to you in rhymes, it's happening right outside your window. And it's rudimentary and pragmatic and plain. Yet your vision kinda liquid like a drunkard. Why do you think so? If you sober. Know the beast pertaining to the works of the flesh. Peace and blessings be with you all. And sorry I got a bit lively, but whatever words come, they just that's what I put out. And yeah, so peace and blessing. I'm out.